After a win like that at the weekend, Danny, it must have been a real buzz around the place this week.
Yeah, maybe not a buzz, but not even relief. But certainly the Monday morning, the last couple of Mondays have been a little bit down, a bit gloomy. But you soon snap out of that when you're looking forward to the next game. But coming on a Monday after a win, especially a late win at home in front of a good crowd as always, it made the Monday and Tuesday a little bit easier. And also we can go into the FA Cup game tomorrow as underdogs with a little bit more freedom and something to look forward to. I think if we'd lost again, and that's 3 on the trot, you're going down to Exeter. Yes, you want to win the game, but you half want to get it out of the way because you want to hurry up and get to MK and get some points back on the board. So it all worked out very well.
On the game tomorrow, is it the same situation with Dylan Markande and Blackburn?
Yeah, the gaffer tried again. I think he spoke to their director of football, and they weren't keen on letting him play again, which I understand. You know, they might need him if they get injuries for their third round draw, obviously, which the Championship clubs come into. So no, he won't be available tomorrow.
And is that have you got your other loan players available?
Yeah, the others are obviously Jensen's back at Eben getting some treatment. Harvey's available. Devon's available, and Max, goalkeeper's available.
The likes of Brandon Horton and Raheem Shackelford, even though they're not in your EFL squad, can they still make the FA Cup squad?
Yeah, and they will be travelling with us today. So yeah, to answer your question, they can. Yeah.
This is you're looking to make it to the 4th consecutive year going into the FA Cup third round. You're making a lot of memories consistently in this competition, alongside obviously the 1997 semi-final. How good is that for the club?
It's great. It really is, and I think if you run those facts alongside the fact that each of those seasons we've had pretty good league campaigns as well, it's been a really good time, I believe, to be someone connected with the club, or more importantly, a supporter. My first year, we playing at Chelsea, the City, West Brom, Watford. So we've been lucky with the draws. We've given, I think you've hit the nail on the head there about memories. I think it's all about creating memories. And we've certainly had some good memories in the FA Cup the last few years, whether it be beating Pompey and Orient here or going to Chelsea, albeit getting smashed, but great day out for the fans. So, yeah, I wouldn't say it's a free hit tomorrow because we believe we can get to the third round, but it is sometimes nice to go into these games where the pressure's probably a little bit more on Exeter. But what we want to be doing is watching the draw Sunday and us being in it, especially if we get another big one.
I was just going to ask, what does a good cup run, what is that impact on the club? You know, the atmosphere around the place and stuff like that.
I think with a club like Chesterfield, it's a bonus because of the expectation, the size of the club. We're always looking to be up the top of the league, and that's the main thing. Infrastructure's good, finances are good. We've got experienced manager, we've got good players, we get big crowds every week. I think if you are the other end of the spectrum on that, a club that maybe gets 1,500, 2,000 people, and you just want to stay up, not a very good budget, not great infrastructure, it can mean a lot financially, and it's probably, that's where that club specifically would get their memories and dreams made, where ours are, we want to get promoted, we expect to be promoted every year. That's just us as a club. So it's a nice bonus for us. It's not the be all and end all, and we're lucky we're in a position that isn't our be all and end all. Because if you said to us now, or said to me personally, would you win at Exeter or win at MK Dons, I'd choose MK Dons because that's where I believe our bread and butter is, so to speak. But that doesn't mean we go down there of any less importance or relevance on the game, because like I say, we don't want to be watching that draw and seeing Exeter getting drawn out away at Man United thinking, if only we won.
Obviously it's changed a little bit, the FA Cup this season, Danny. Do you have any thoughts on the scrapping of replays?
Yeah, I think I suppose if you're in a position where you've got a load of injuries and you really could do without it, I'd probably be going, I wish we didn't have to have a replay. At the same time, if you manage to draw somewhere, if we drew at Exeter and we get a replay back here, you fancy us to win the replay and then you get a third round. So I don't really buy into the what a lot of Premier League managers are saying about the fixture pile up and all that. I don't really get that when you've got 75 players in the squad. I can't work that one out, but I suppose it's probably more of an argument for us clubs in the lower leagues with smaller squads, and probably harder regimes, maybe. I don't know. You know, travelling a lot more, maybe. I don't know. They probably wouldn't agree with that when they're travelling all over the world in private jets, Premier League boys. But no, I do think that he probably lost a bit of the magic of it in terms of, you know, last minute replay on a Tuesday night, give yourself another chance, especially against a big team. But at the same time, I don't want to be a hypocrite, because if we've got a few injuries at the minute, if we had a few more, then the last thing you want is more games. So he asked me again Monday.
And finally, Danny, you know, you just mentioned it. Your side travelling to a League One opposition. How good a test is it, you know, for Chesterfield? Because this is a league that you've told me you want to get to test yourself against a mid-table League One side. Yeah,
it's a good test. I mean, we passed the test of flying colours last year with Pompey and Leyton Orient, albeit they were here at our ground. So I think it's a different challenge being away from home against a good League One team. I think they're only 4 points off the playoffs, so they've got ambitions, obviously, to get promoted from League One, which would be huge for Exeter, of all due respect, because for them to be in the Championship would be a great achievement, and they're having a really good season. So it'd be a really good test, and that's the positive the players have got to find. No matter what the score is tomorrow, when they come off the pitch, how did they deal against an opponent that's potentially a league better than them? You know, did they stand up to the challenge? Were they outrun? Were they outfought? Were they outskilled? So that's a good positive spin to put on it for the players, regardless of the result. But it would be great if you ticked all those boxes as well as being in the draw for the third round on Sunday.